Let us write a program using conditional statement. So the first program that we will write is to find the greatest of two numbers, that is maximum of two numbers. Suppose I have two numbers x and y, then I have to find out which one is greater. So it's very simple. I have to check them, compare them. If x is greater, then that value is greater. If it is not, then definitely y is greater. Right? So if and else. So I have to just check the condition, that is if x is greater than y. So for this, writing this program will follow the same steps, right? We have used these steps in the previous programs also, that is taking input, processing, whatever the processing is there, then output, giving the output. So here in our program, what is the input? So we have these two values as input, right? So we have to take the input. Then process. Here we don't have any processing to do, just check the condition. Then output. In output, the same values, x and y, right? Either x or y. Let us draw a flow chart, then we will write algorithm, then we will write a program for this one. So first I will draw a flow chart. See, let us start. Flow chart starts. Then what is the first thing? Input output. So I should take two numbers. So I should give a message using input output box and say that enter two numbers, print enter two numbers. Then I should read the numbers. So here I will use variables that are x and y. The next, after reading these values, I should check which one is greater. So which one means, is x greater than y? I should check this one. So the condition block here, if, what is the condition? X is greater than y. If true, I will take this direction, and if false, I will take this direction. Right? So you can take any direction. So here true. If it is true, then what we have to do? Here simply we will display the greater number. So who is greater? If x is greater, then x is greater. So I should print a message that x is greater. So here I will directly print max number is, or max is x. Right? Then false. If it is false, then who is greater? Y is greater. So maximum is y. So print here max is y. Then after this is over, output is over, this itself is output. So in this example there is no processing, right? Then after this, end of the flow chart, so it will go and stop. So from that side also it will come and join this one. This is a flow chart for finding greatest or maximum of two numbers. Now the same thing, I will write it as an algorithm here, then afterwards I will write a program. So algorithm, I will call the algorithm name as max, algorithm max. Now begin. What I have to do? I have already shown you that these things directly you can write here, but if we have if also, so we will learn how to write if. So let us write down, first print enter two numbers. So okay, print enter two numbers, enter two numbers. Then read x and y. This is over. Now semicolons you want to give or don't give, that's up to you. This is your own pseudo code, right? Then afterwards, after this, if is there. So watch this carefully. If x is greater than y, x is greater than y, then if x is greater than y as it is I have written, then I have written then also. So it's a choice. If you don't want to write then, you can skip it also. But it looks like a English statement. If x is greater than y, then begin. So what is there inside if? We have to print this one. So print max is x. That's it. So this is end of if block. Now I have to start else block. So I need not write end here. I will write else because it's a part of continuation of if, right? If then else, right? Else what I have to do? Print max is y. So print max is y. Then after this say end. So from here if has started and if has ended here. So inside that only else is also there. So whatever is there before else, that comes under if. After else, this belongs to the else part, right? Then after this there is nothing, end of a program. So simply write end here. that begin and ends here. So this is an algorithm written using pseudocode. So here in this video, we learn one thing, how to write if, right? And if you want to put the bracket, it's your choice. It's not C++. In C++, you have to be very strict. Now, next we will write a C++ program for this one. So looking at this algorithm, I will convert it into a C++ program. So let us start. Here we know that we have to write down hash include, then using namespaces, then main function. So I will keep it ready. So this is ready. I have made the main function. Everything is ready. Now I have to write down this part, that is enter two numbers, read numbers and display. So for this, I need two variables. So first of all, I will declare two variables, that is integer x and y. Then I should take two numbers. So for that, I should give a message. So for print, I should say cout. So cout, enter two numbers. Cout, enter two numbers. The next, read two values, cin, x and y. Now the important part, if and else part. So I will write down here if and else, if x is greater than y. So watch this, how to write it. If x is greater than y, then bracket start. So if this is true, then I should print that x is greater or max number is x. So cout max is x, max is, and again insertion operation, then x. So I'll remove these things. This is for if. Then else, again the end of if block, then inside else say cout max is y. That's all. End of this one, say return 0, end of the function. So this is the end of main function. So this is how a program looks like. I'll remove this. So that's all. This is the program. So there is a coding exercise available for this one. Do this coding exercise. Then after that, you will find a demo for this program. You can watch the demo and practice this one on your PC, on your machine. Do it by yourself. So this is the first program on conditional statement. So further in the coming videos, we'll find more and more programs on conditional statements.